today I'm continuing my reviews of the Serino Royale. This is the Maduro XX Sublime. 6.5 by 54. There is the density. That's a good feel in the hand. I'll let you know a little secret. 54 ring gauge is my favorite size. And 6.5 is not bad either. I gravitate toward this size cigar, 6.5 by 54. Now, last weekend I reviewed the Serino Medio and went online to find some more because they're not available locally. Decided to get some more, but also to look at the Maduro XX. Now they have a Maduro line and a Maduro XX. I decided to go with the XX since it looked like, from looking around, that was the most popular blend of the Maduros. This cigar, here we go. By the way, the background on Serino is well documented by me. And if you're interested in their line and their history, look at the blog. Go to the link on this YouTube video and go to the blog and read about it. Now, this cigar uses an Ecuadorian Habano Oscuro wrapper using Habano 2000 seed, a Nicaraguan binder, and the filler is from Nicaragua, from Esteli, Jalapa, and those two, and they're aged 5 years, made in the La Corona factory in Nicaragua. These are available, the Maduro XX in 4 sizes, the Sublime, which I'm doing today. Toro is 6 by 52, Bellicoso 5 1/4 by 52, and Robusto 5 1/8 by 48. So that's sort of the long and short of it. We're going to get right down to business. Let's take a look at the new Serino Royale Maduro XX Sublime. I've said on the previous reviews that the bands are very nice, and they are. And if you'd like to take a nice little close, quick look at it, the Serino band, main band, and the Maduro, Royal Maduro XX band at the foot, which I will now remove. Hopefully it comes off easy, and looks like it is. Comes right off. Don't use too much glue for that, so that really helps me out. So now we can see the entire cigar. It has just a wee bit of shininess, a little bit of oiliness, but look how smooth the wrapper is. It's really well made. I like that. And I'm hoping this is a good Maduro. I really like a good Maduro. Good in my opinion, which may differ from yours. That's a good draw, by the way. Yes. Well, it's an interesting start. Not as dark noted as I thought it would be. There is a boysenberry type flavor with a very high-pitched orange, almost tangerine type citrus attached to it. It keeps either one from getting too hot, too sweet. Brown sugar and cream. There's a nice surrounding sweet cream flavor. There's a black pepper at about 7.5. It's a good amount. There's also coffee at the base. So those are your beginning flavors. It's coming across medium bodied right now. So that's a pretty good mix of flavors. I like the way it's starting. Let's see where we go from here. I'm probably about an inch and a half in. And flavors have changed a little bit. Still have that citrus, but it is almost overmatched. Now instead of boysenberry, there is a heavy chocolate presence. There's still brown sugar and coffee, and don't really have the cream notes as it did before. I believe the boysenberry and cream were building up to change into chocolate. Okay, that's a good guess on my part, but these are the flavors we have now. Still medium bodied, which surprises me for a cigar called Maduro XX. I was expecting a lot of power and a lot of heavy darkness. Don't really have either. There is the darkness of the chocolate and coffee, but it's not overblown. The finish is sort of a chocolate cream. Not much lingering black pepper, not like I thought it would be. There is some, but not much. So, inch and a half in is sort of changed to those points. Well, I'm around the midpoint. I'm having a little uneven burn issue, and here I'll show it to you. There's what we're doing. That backside is trying to catch up, and I'm not going too fast, as you can see from the time. So it may be the breeze from the fans going across breeze, but I've never had it before, so it could just be this particular cigar, whatever. But I'm going to go with a sweet cedar now, brown sugar, heavy chocolate notes, quite a bit of coffee notes. Still what I'd call medium bodied. Finish unchanged. I guess I'm still surprised that the cigar doesn't have the power or the heavy darkness that I thought it would with a name like XX. But that's fine. Let's just judge the cigar on what it is. So far it has good sweetness, not tremendous. It doesn't have any richness. The chocolate notes are nice. It's almost like a milk chocolate in that type of flavor. Citrus to cedar is not uncommon. I find that happens a lot. So it's not anything unusual about the cigar other than the name. But it is dark noted, just not heavily so. So at the plus or minus midpoint, that's where we are. I got about maybe 2 inches left, and I wanted to show you the burn has improved. Look at that. See where it's catching up there on the back? Now, for those of you who are new to me or new to cigars, an uneven burn can be controlled by, first of all, slow down. Second of all, if you are going slow enough and it's still burning unevenly, hold the cigar with the slowest burning side down at about a 45-degree angle, and just let the cigar hang that way as you are not smoking it. So I just let it hang that way, and the fire will catch it from the bottom and cause it to even out. It works 99% of the time. That's what I've been doing with this one, and it's really helped a lot. And you can see, if you hold it that way, the actual wrapper with a small red tint to it where it's burning quicker to catch up. Now, the cigar has the darkest notes it's had now. The chocolate and coffee are really coming out. Sweetness is still modest, but good. Pepper is maintained about a 7.5, so it's not overly peppery, but it's good. And finish is unchanged. Maybe even a little more chocolate on the finish now, and a little more lingering pepper. Medium body. I'm not seeing the cigar get to medium to full, but it's a good medium bodied cigar. So the problem I had with XX Maduro XX is starting to get a little more toward the heavier dark notes at this point. It's still not mind blowing, but it is definitely a Maduro cigar. I mean, you know that when you smoke it. So at about the 3/4 point, the dark notes are the best they have been so far. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Interesting point. The citrus notes came back. Remember at the midpoint they changed from citrus to cedar. Here in the last stages, from that 2-inch point where we were a few minutes ago, they reverted back to citrus. Chocolate notes still there, coffee still there, brown sugar still there. And look at the burn time. Excellent burn time out of this cigar. You really get your money's worth. And the burn evened out. If you notice, I didn't show you, but look, no torch evening up was used. So that's pretty impressive. I'm glad it did even out because I always try my darndest to get it to burn evenly. This has been an interesting cigar. For me, it was most interesting from the name. I imagined it one way. This is the first one I've had of this, by the way. Only one I've had. But I thought it would be one way, or I expected it one way. It turned out to be another. But that's fine. It's been a good cigar. Good, medium-bodied Maduro cigar. Not many of those out there. Most Maduros tend to be on the heavier side. They don't have to be, but they seem to fall that way most of the time. This one is a medium-bodied cigar with good flavors. Nothing too heavy. It's not a heavy Maduro cigar. Don't be fooled by the XX at the end of the Maduro name. It is not a heavy Maduro. It is what I'd call a pretty good Maduro. A little below good. Pretty good. I enjoyed it. And I have more of them now. Now we'll have them and enjoy them all. This is the last of the Serino cigars I'll do. They have a Maduro version per se, but I'm going to let it go for now. So we've done the Connecticut, the Habano, and the Maduro XX. All been good cigars, and I'm fairly impressed with the Serino line. Most impressed with the Medio, which I reviewed a week or so back, and it got the highest score. Very impressed with that. So I'm glad I got more of those too. So look for these on shelves. I don't know. I tell you, anymore, it's hard to tell where you can find them. I found it online. Support your local shop if you can get them there, but if you have to go online, do that. For me, it was a 91. Just a little below what I expected and what I wanted out of a Maduro, but still good. Pretty good. So there you have it, the Serino Royale Maduro XX Sublime 91.